What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG. Back with some Edison. Today we have myself playing Machina, and Eric is on his Valhalla Fairies. So yeah, this deck is terrifying. It's terrifying, but it is a lot of fun to play against. Some may argue that, like, it's not letting players play the game, but honestly, it lets you play a very different game. Surviving the storm of Christia is what the game is, and honestly, I find it to be fun. So it's not like a end all be all type of thing. Like, this hand is good, not great. Like, there's no Christia. Like, he can't pitch Hecatrice, drop Christia right away, and like, there's still variants. There's still cards he needs to draw in order to, like, it's just like anything else. Like, sometimes hands will be, just super nutty. Some hands will be, mediocre. Some hands will just be straight up bad. And this hand's like, it's all right. It has playability. So it's gonna pitch Hecatrice. Actually, this hand's pretty sweet. He's gonna be able to summon a bunch of his monsters, and then this Dimensional Alchemist hits another D-Alch. We have to hit the Alchemist and tank this 15, just because we can't risk like, if that D-Alch dies and he replaces it with another D-Alch, it's just like an endless cycle, and I'm not down for that. So I'd rather take 15 than put up with that. Oh, it looks like we set another card. He's debating about attacking. He's gonna swing in. He heavy stormed a Dimensional Prison earlier, but since he heavy stormed, I felt really safe on setting. Then we're gonna just pop this DD Warrior Lady. Mills hits a Plague Spreader Zombie, which is really good. That can be used for a synchro play later on, assuming that there's no Christia to block the way. But he only has one card left, so we've effectively burned through most of the hand. I think the last card is maybe a Recruiter, Nova Summoner or something like that. He's gonna set everything, set his monster, and then I have to be careful with the count of fairies. We're gonna target with Lila. He's debating. He's got what, 2 fairies in grave. The magic number for fairies is 4. Oh, he doesn't use it. Oh, I would just send up that. Well, I guess if he sends up the Lila, it just lets me break again. So I guess that's why he was debating. He sends up my gear frame. That's not very fun either. Oh, it was honest. Okay, so we take 100 here. That's gonna effectively block the way against my monsters until I'm able to establish a fortress. Yeah, I guess that Compulse just had to take the hit, just because can't really summon the Lila. Dimensional Prison will be used, and by decree of the king, Royal Decree will be activated. That's tough. The Royal Decree is absolutely gross. It turns off like a quarter of my deck, and oh my god. Okay. So he has Honest in hand with the Jowgen. Maybe we just force him to use the Jowgen or the Honest, and then main phase 2 something else. Yep. So I think we take what, like 200? I don't know. Looks like my life's at 72. So he's gonna put the Jowgen in defense. We're gonna set in the card. The thing is with the Royal Decree, if I do have a hand that's not like super heavy on traps, then it lets my my fortress go kind of nuts, which is the downside. So we'll attack over this, and then main phase 2, flip Raiko, or flip Hamster to get Raiko. And at this point, it's not going to be it's going to be like pretty tough for him to get back into the game, just because he doesn't have enough cards to break a Raikou, and yeah, he's gonna swing in for 400 right here. 4. So at this point of the game, it's tough for him. We're gonna pop his monster. We're just trying to get as much damage as we can. 1, 2, and 3. Top deck for Plague. We're gonna turn this let's see, 19 plus 18, 37, plus 25. Oh, Book of Moon. Ooh, that's a nice Book of Moon. That's like a, I think that's an ultimate. Book of Moon's gonna put Plague face down, so that kind of ruins the plan. I guess the plan is now to just do as much damage as possible. 200, 19, and 25. I'm gonna put him down to 1600 life points. And hopefully his next card is no bueno. Is it a Christia? No, even if it was Christia, the fortress is already established, so he's gonna be able to answer her pretty quickly. Dang, look how fat my graveyard is. This is just ready and waiting for a Pot of Avarice. 2 Pot of Avarice, actually. Gonna swing in over this Plague, and that should be enough. I don't see him getting out of his position, because we can just go top deck Plague, go into Cataster, and then just not give him any sort of play. Because if the Nova gets summoned, then yeah, I think at this point, yeah, I leave the chair because he booked my Plague, and he killed it with Nova Summoner, and he's like, oh, does this Plague hit the grave or does it get banished? But since he booked it, then it resets the like essentially the status of the Plague. It forgets that it was top deck in the first place. It becomes a new Plague, thus allowing me to go into Cataster. So this is game number 2. Let's see if he can establish that Christia, lock me out of the game with a Royal Decree, blow me up with some orange lights. Yeah, I think this deck is very, very powerful. Especially in the hands of good players. It is very scary. He's gonna do the classic T set. We will set one and pass as well. The biggest thing on my mind is being able to control his grave. Okay, Royal Decree is going to be used, banish the Hecatrice, and then he's going to swing in for a bunch of damage. 18 and 15, or 14, sorry. Alright, but the only thing about Royal Decree is that it lets my fortress go in with 0 fear. We're gonna go Lightning Vortex. My body as a shield is gonna protect everything. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's gross. We're just gonna swing in. Swinging with the Haiku. So this will do, what, 500? Yeah, 500. That was disgusting, my body. For 1500 life points and a card, he was able to neg me essentially. I paid two cards to wipe everything, and I was gonna get an even exchange. Instead, I just got my body plus 1500 life points. Right, it's gonna swing in, honest over that. This is not looking good for us. We take 15 here, take 14 here, and without that lightning vortex, I guess we can special a fortress if we have the pieces, but I don't know. This is looking bad. We're gonna take 300 from Eric and then banish some more fairies. And DD Warrior. And he doesn't have to be really afraid of anything either. He just summon things, do whatever he wants. Whatever is back there probably doesn't do anything. We're at 500 life points, hanging on by a thread. Do we have the pieces? I don't think we do. It looks like we have a fortress and a pot, and then those 2 face downs aren't doing anything. So we pitch card trooper special fortress. He's gonna start crashing in. He's gonna take 1100 right here, and then this kind of looks like he's going up into Christia. Yeah, he'll steal it with DD Warrior, and we're gonna go to game number 3. All right, G3 for all the marbles. Let's get it. Yeah, that game 2 was much stronger by Eric. Royal Decree with my body as a shield, absolutely blowing us out of the water. On the bright side, shoot. We do get to go first, but he knocks our dogs out. That's really bad. So now we have 2 dead hamsters in the deck. Yeah, no Metacrossa is extremely necessary for the fairy player. They have a pretty hard time dealing with sets, especially Hamster and Raiko. So I know at least 2 are sighted, maybe even up to 3 be sighted. We're gonna Dust Tornado. This is Dust Tornado. Kind of have to fire that right away, just in case it was a Royal Decree. So if I wait till his next turn, I go Dust Tornado, then he just activates Royal Decree and just stands there. And we lost that fight. The only way we win that fight is if like I go Deep Prison and he goes Decree, then I Dust Tornado. Just because how the chain works. We are setting up, not doing much. What am I setting? What in the world is being set? We gotta summon DD Warrior Lady, runs over a Banisher. I think I set 2 different cards, and I was hoping the Banisher would escape, like unscathed, essentially, hoping he would pick the left side rather than the right side. Okay, Lila will be summoned. We're gonna pop that right away. It is Mirror Force. We don't want to be greedy. We just want to fuel that graveyard in order to fuel Pot of Avarices in the future. 1, 2, and 3, and we do a pretty good job of milling. So 4 or 5 monsters are already there. If this Lila hits the grave, then we're chilling. And he really doesn't have to be afraid of that much. Ooh, there's the hamster. It's gonna block for 300 damage, so he's gonna go down to 77. He's gonna banish it. He's like, you know what, I'm not gonna spend another resource on this freaking hamster. I might as well banish it. Charge of Light Brigade. 1, 2, and 3. So we can't really search for Raiko because they're all gone. But luckily we do have the second Lila built in. I don't know if we summon it or we save it for a Decree in the future. Yeah, it's our pocket MST on a stick. In case we need to break a Royal Decree. A Royal Decree Valhalla, and like if we summon it too, he might just crash into us and then go to 4 fairies in grave, and that would just be in even bigger trouble. So those are things you need to think about when playing against fairy players. Is you just don't want to leave bodies on the field for them to crash into. My body's a shield will work this time. No, I mean Lightning Vortex will work this time. My body is not there to protect him this time. But we just go summon Lila, mill 3, call it a day. Here goes Shining Angel. 2 of 4 fairies in grave. He needs 2 more plus the Christia. Is usually the play. So, you know, this deck isn't always going, you know, Valhalla Christia right away or Valhalla Tethys, draw 3 cards. Like, you know, it still has to play a normal game as well. We're gonna break this Royal Decree, sack for Caius, banish the Shining Angel, and I think we swing for 24. We don't really care about the potential of Gores. He runs way too many continuous spells, and Christia as well. So having Gores in his hand wouldn't make that much sense. Valhalla. We will Dust Tornado on activation. So yeah, that Valhalla activates a chain. So you can respond to it. You can go, he goes Valhalla, and he goes activate Valhalla's effect, and then you can special a monster. But without the Valhalla, whatever monster was in his hands is stuck. I think it might have been a Christia. So we're gonna normal summon this hamster just because he has no more friends in the deck. And Cyber Dragon will be banished with bottom's trap pole. Normal Grand Mole. You will return this Caius. It's like, do I want this? All right, the D prison will seal the deal. That was a really fun match. Game 1, game 2. His first game 1 hand wasn't that strong. It got dust shooted, and then it was kind of like low to the ground monsters. But his game 2 was excellent. Yeah, that my body as a shield was absolutely disgusting. But yeah. Anyways, if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.